Hello everybody and welcome back to another review. This time we are looking at another Great Western engine, this time a pannier tank. This is a 6400 class pannier tank. Now this model I acquired at the Leeds Grammar School model show, and it is a absolutely gorgeous little model by Bachmann, released I think last year in 2014. These locomotives, originally the real locomotives of course, were introduced in 1932 for the purpose of pulling auto train services, hence the auto gear on front and rear, this little box here. Also, as you can see, there is the battery box for the auto gear. Now this model is specifically 6407, which would have been the 8th 6400 in the class line of 40 to be built. Now you may be getting confused there, but the original was not, first one was not 6401, it would have been 6400, so this making this one technically the 8th one that would have been built. Now the model features absolutely gorgeous detail all over the place, all over on the chassis as you can see, and also on the body, just all over, and then in the cab as well, but we'll get to that in a moment. Now we'll start here at the front. As you can see, we have the beautiful face, if you like, of the locomotive, where you get Bachmann's dummy screw link coupler. I'll just unhook it for you. There you go. Now this is something that comes with all newer Bachmann models, and they are absolutely fantastic. I really like them. I wish they were available to buy in little bags and stuff. They would be great. You see, here is the vac pipe, which is modelled to be sort of, unhooked from its diagonal position. Now you can't bend it. Well, you can kind of, bend it a bit, but it would snap, so don't do that, it will snap off. They do just slot into a little hole, as you can see just there, bent upwards. They do slot into a little hole, so a bit of glue will hold that in place. I was about to say sprung buffers, but they're not sprung buffers, which I'm quite happy about actually, because sprung buffers are quite annoying. But they are really nice, they're nice and big, and I think it gives it a nice compact but big look to it really, even though this is actually quite a small engine. So you've got lamp irons on the top and all over the buffer beams. This one on the top did not come fitted, but you do get 3 spares in the bag, so I just glued one onto the top, and it is in the correct position. See, all these are slightly offset, but for the lamps to sit in the correct places. You see, we've got Great Western text here on the side of the tank. And obviously this is a pannier tank, and see, we've got the top feed and the injector piping, safety valve, which isn't painted in a brass colour, and nor is the top of the chimney in a copper colour, but if you wanted to paint them like that, you can do. They did have them, so I might do. It's something I've considered doing, but obviously I didn't want to before we filmed the review. See, we've got Bachmann's fairly common now 060 chassis design with pickups on all wheels, no traction tyres or anything. Traction tyres are a thing of the past now, I do think. See, we've got the beautiful cab interior. It's absolutely gorgeous. As you can see just up there we have some various dials, there like your boiler pressure and your steam pressure and such. Got the bright red regulator in there, and we've got some injector glass in. I don't know if you can see it from this side, but if I just spin round to this side, there, look, you can see it there. Look, the little black and white striped thing in there, so just in case you're wondering, that's what it is. And if you look on this side, you see we've got the, it's kind of hard to see because it's so dark. If I just adjust my lamp a bit, now you can kind of make it out there. Look, the screw reverser at the far end of the cab, it's just over there, and you see we've got the handbrake there as well. The number 6407, and it's route availability, which I think A was quite high, so it can go on, because it's so small and light, it can go on many different routes. So we've got coal in the bunker, which I quite like how it is, with that sort of sloping down. It looks quite realistic. Obviously I'll put some real coal in there. See, that semicircle thing there is a cover for the handbrake, it's even modelled, you know, as its own space in there, so you can grab the handbrake and spin it around and stuff. You know, obviously on the real engines. On the back here we've got the other vacuum pipe, which you have to fit yourself. You see if we just move the NEM coupling out of the way, it slots in there. And yes, we have NEM couplings on, well, we would have it on the front, I took it out, and on the rear. This is quite a nice metal model. Rivets all over the place, all handrails separately fitted. But these lamp irons at the back are not, which is a bit, you know, it does kind of let the back down a bit. But it's the sort of thing with all Bachmann Great Western engines. They seem to have moulded handrails on the back. Sorry, not handrails, lamp irons, which is a bit of a shame, but there are many places that do extra brass ones, so you know, you can fit them if you want. Glazing in the cabs, as you can see, is very plushly fitted. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Whistles there, and they're obviously the whistle shield. The whistles are moulded, so you know that's no bother. They do look absolutely gorgeous, just standing out there on top of the locomotive. So you've got the space under the boiler for the frames. It's not painted or anything, and there's no resemblance of the motion inside for the 2 cylinders, but we do have the representation of a boiler, as you can see. So it's quite nice. It just lets a bit of daylight through, and it looks really, really nice. Now this is a fantastic little runner. I'm not going to show you it running because I've only got an end-to-end layout, so you know there's not much pointing, seeing it just going backwards and forwards. You see we've got brake rigging, external brake rigging, which pannier tanks, you know, all have. So it's an absolutely gorgeous little locomotive. Now the price for these does go between 60 and 70 pounds. I picked this one up for 62, so it's a pretty good price, I feel. I've seen them going for 65, and nope, they're a fantastic little model. So if you do want one, I highly recommend it. So thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you later. Goodbye.